Hey there, and welcome to the Week 3 Team Builder and Replay review between my team, the Edmonton Eiscues, and the Staraptors, ran by Dick Zever. I was extremely nervous for this week because I'm playing against one of the best teams, I would say, in the league right now. And G-Max, Gengar, and his Gardevoir actually have been just absolute monsters on his team. So I really just wanted a way this week to focus on the Gengar, focus on the Gardevoir, focus on being able to get to walls that he has, like the Hippowdon, and I felt if I was able to do that, I had an okay chance this week. So with the Toxapex, my Toxapex sets have been pretty basic up to this point. Here I decided to do something else. So like I said, Gardevoir was a problem. Gardevoir is pretty frail, but hits like an absolute truck. And I've just seen previous matches with that Gardevoir where she gets one Calm Mind off and your entire team is gone. So I brought us the Payapa Berry. The Payapa Berry halves damage from a super effective Psychic type of attack. So I felt like I was able to get my Toxapex against the Gardevoir, take that attack, and then answer back with the tech Gunk Shot. It's an 80% accuracy move, but when it hits hard. The rest of the moves were really basic compared to what I've been doing. Scald, Recover, Haze, so I didn't want any crazy Calm Minds or anything going off in front of me. The one thing I forgot to do was take off the minus attack nature on the Toxapex. So I think if I went minus speed instead of minus attack, it would be even more likely to kill a Gardevoir. But that was just kind of an oversight on my part. So Toxapex was there for a wall and as a Gardevoir counter. I brought my G-Max, my Duraludon. Pretty basic set, what I've been doing. Nice bulk, Assault Vest, hits hard. And then, so this entire set is based on, like, I never really want to use most of these moves outside of G-Max form. Steel Beam for a big Steel Spike, Draco Meteor for my big G-Max depletion, Dark Pulse to deal with ghost types with max darkness, and I actually did add Flash Cannon just in case I found myself facing the Gardevoir. I felt like I could take an attack and finish her off with a Flash Cannon if I needed to, and I wasn't G-Maxed. Brought my Ludicolo again this week. Life Orb and Own Tempo this week. Okay, well thank you, Showdown, for that. We'll reconnect, and we'll go here. So like I said, Ludicolo, got that Own Tempo, Knockoff to get rid of some items, Giga Drain and Hydro Pump to be able to deal with the Hippowdon, and then Ice Beam to give me some extra coverage. I went with a really basic set here. I don't know, there wasn't a ton. You'll notice speed, non-existent on any of my mons right now. We'll talk about that later. We have Colossal. Colossal, I knew I always wanted to lead with in this matchup, and I was kind of expecting one of two leads. Either his Hippowdon would lead, or his Galvantula would lead. In a lot of because of the matchup with the team, and because my team, other than Ludicolo, or maybe this Gourgeist, can't really hit the Hippowdon too hard, I really expected the Hippowdon to come out first, so I wanted to put an air balloon on my Colossal. Colossal normally would be hit by a super effective Earthquake, but I didn't want to let that happen. Flash Fire, because I couldn't think of anything better to do with it. And then, so Earth Power, Overheat as my attacks, Stealth Rock to be able to get rocks in, and Rapid Spin just in case he wanted to set up. He did have quite a few hazard setters, so he has Hippowdon that could do some stuff. He also has, I believe he had some Toxic Spikes mons, but I just wanted to make sure I had some coverage for that. And not only did I want Rapid Skin, but I also wanted Defog. I was just no heavy duty boots in my team right now, really, really weak to any sort of hazards. I wanted good ways to get rid of them. So Rapid Spin, Defog. And then on this girder with the Eviolite, I have Mach Punch, Drain Punch, and High Horsepower. So High Horsepower was another kind of techie move I decided to throw in here to be able to deal some good damage to that G-Max Gengar if I ever got the chance to. Went pretty bulky with just enough attack to be able to hurt that Gengar if I needed to. And then really, kind of the big reason this whole team comes together and why I've got a minus speed investment in this girder is my Gurgeist Super. So this is actually the first match I brought him into. Frisk to give me some more information on the opponent's team and their items. And I went, I had the leftovers because I wanted to kind of pretend like this was just a basic defensive walling Gourgeist, but it's not at all. We have 252 adamant attack. Oh, sorry, brave, because I wanted the minus speed. So the absolute maximum attack we could get, lots of special defense, and a decent amount of HP. Not a ton. But Trick Room was the idea behind this team. He has a good chunk of speed on his team, and I didn't want him to be able to just set up and sweep on me because of his extra speed. So, Power Whip, Phantom Force, Shadow Sneak. We've got it all in this guy. Phantom Force, Shadow Sneak can deal damage to that Gengar. Power Whip for the Hippowdon. And actually also the Gardevoir with these two moves. So that's kind of what I decided to bring and the reasoning behind them. It was really try to stop Gengar, try to stop Gardevoir, and then see if we could win. So here's the replay. We can move then to dark mode. Alrighty. So play with the music off, get this from my point of view. So we start out Colossal versus Galvantula. This wasn't the lead I was expecting at first, but he throws together some sticky webs. I throw out my Stealth Rocks. We've both got hazards up. Sends in his Braviary. I Rapid Spin the webs away just because I don't want to move into my Trick Room mode right away here. I still think there's a lot of mind games I can pull off here. He has no clue I'm going for any sort of Trick Room. So I was actually expecting a defog here, but he goes for the close combat. I have enough bulk to survive it, get him with the overheat, get the Braviary out of there. Then comes in Hitmonchan. So here I'm thinking it's got to be Rapid Spin, right? Moves my Ghost type. He Rapid Spins. We're immune. And now, time for the plan to take off. He does switch into Gardevoir here, but here we get our Trick Room up. And this actually becomes a really, really important turn here. Because, so 88%, my Gourgeist is slower. I'm pretty sure, I'm 100% sure at this point that my Gourgeist is going to be slower. I could have Phantom Forced, but that would give him a chance to switch out. I could have Shadow Sneaked to be able to just get the chip over, because I'm not sure if he does kill me with any of his moves. But here, I think it's worth the risk. I have the Gardevoir standing right in front of me. This is the Pokemon I put my entire team against. This and Gengar, I decided, if I can get these two out of the way, I can win this game. So, go for the Power Whip. Hit it. Gardevoir's gone. Just like that. Moves in his Galvantula. Phantom Force, just to get some extra damage. This thing hits so hard. You can Bug Buzz me, but I can just Shadow Sneak it away. So here, Trick Room's over. We have the Gengar. Gengar's faster. I want to say I'd try a Trick Room here just in case. I could try to switch out something, but honestly, Gourgeist did its job at this point. So I think I stay in, take one turn of Dynamite. Alright, yeah, I do. I Shadow Sneak. There you go. So I Shadow Sneak just to get that chip. So that just in case... Yeah, like I should be able to deal with it now, right? So it's at 50%, bring in my Duraludon. We know his Gengar's Life Orb, so it's going to hit hard. But we know we are bulky, no speed, Assault Vest. We can take this, and we can knock it out. Just like that, we get rid of his two biggest threats. Hitmonchan comes out. And, you know, I was expecting something like a Mach Punch, or maybe because I'm 0 speed, I'm thinking this Hippowdon is just going to be stronger than me. Hitmonchan is going to be faster, and it's going to knock my Duraludon out. And I wanted to have the ability later in the game to bring my Duraludon again against his Hippowdon for some extra damage when I know the Duraludon is going to be faster. So instead of losing the Duraludon, I decide to switch into Colossal, get it killed, so then now I have a free switch. So I switched my Toxapex, because I know it's just this big wall, and I want to burn this thing. I Scald it, and first Scald is a burn. He has Thunder Punch, he shows it here, so maybe I was in a bit more trouble if I just sat there and kept trying to Scald burn him and didn't get it. But I felt like at this point I had enough switches that I can kind of go back and forth with the Regenerator ability and be alright. But, and it's doing 21% after the burn, but it was lucky to get that Scald. It really was. But, so a 30% chance, I felt like I would have got it eventually. So, by getting it early, I don't have to deal with the rest of this stuff. We go through some turns of just hitting each other back and forth. And then the last Mon left is his Hippowdon. So I Scalded, the burn should finish it off. And now it's Hippowdon against the world. So I leave Toxapex there. Toxapex takes a good amount of damage, gets a good Scald out. Does not get the burn. Here I switch. I know I have Regenerator procs to deal with. I've got a lot of mons here that do a lot of work. And like I said, the Ludicolo, it's got the Giga Drain. We can kill the Hippowdon. We do kill the Hippowdon, and I win. Somehow. Yeah, thank you very much to Dixever for the match. I want to thank Shockwave and Hypo, who both helped me practice with this team. And yeah, honestly, I'm pumped. I'm only 2-1, but this felt like a big match because I'm the newest person in the league to 6v6. I just started playing 6v6 actually when this league started, and I'm learning a lot, and I'm having a lot of fun. So this was a big match for me, I felt. All right, you guys take care, and I'll see you next week.